The next speaker we're going to talk about is money. Now, all of us understand that money is something critical to business. We understand that. I want to talk to you about something though, and let's look at these as three people. So we've got Mr. Money, and we've got Mr. Time, and we've got Mrs. Health. I can hear the ladies out there saying, what's going on with all these men and stuff? So let's say we got three people basically, right? And we're looking at money, time, and health. And we're thinking about the impact that all of these things have on our life. And if they were all compete with each other over who is most important, I want you to think about this a little bit, right? So money is power to get what you want. And that's what makes money so dangerous, right? Money's not bad, but if you want the wrong thing, if you're willing to do anything to get it, money could be a very, very dangerous and downfall for many, many people. But if you want to do something good with money and you want to go about getting that money in a right way, money is a great thing, right? It's the way, don't let anyone tell you that they don't want money, they don't like money, they're not telling the truth. Why are you going to work? Why are you doing anything that you do, to make sure that you have it? I mean, if give all your money away if you don't, you don't want money. I mean, we all need money, right? But we don't want to worship money. We don't want money to be in the wrongful place. We don't want to do anything to get that money. So that's why we started businesses. We wanted legitimate, legal, equitable ways of getting someone to give us money for what we provided, giving them value, and they are exchanging money for that value. Now we think about time though, right? This is the power to exist. Whoa, about time, power, I mean, you don't exist, right? Without time. Existence is measured in time. Health is the power to live. Whoa. I mean, that is amazing. The power to live. So even though I've listed things here, right? And we have kind of 1, 2, 3. This is probably the order people think about things in, unfortunately. But when you think about the power to live, you might do it a little bit in reverse this way, right? You want to live, and existence is getting to living or not as well, right? And, I love the illustration in talking about time. So for example, if I told you I would give you $1 million, many of you would agree and want to accept that $1 million. I mean, we would be foolish. In our business, we would love to have $1 million given to us, right? But if the requirement was you had no more time to live, right? Your time was up. Well, no one would take the money. That shows us that time has to be greater than money if I would give the money up for the time. So we can see clearly that time is greater. Now, health has to do with the quality of the life I have while I have time. So I'm existing. What about my health? How do I feel? But I want you to think about something about money. Money is the only thing that I can use to buy more time and to buy health. So I want you to think about this. Money's not the most important thing, but it is one of the most important things to help you keep the most important things. Say that again. Money's not the most important thing, but it is one of the most important things to help you keep some of the most important things. If you have the money, you can buy more healthy food and eat better, which they make us pay more for it. If you have more money, you can have better insurance and healthcare, unfortunately, right? We know this is all true. If you have more money, you can pay to have things done that you would normally do yourself, so you can gain more of your time, because the time is more valuable than the money, but the money can give me my time. So if I can spend money to learn something that it took someone years to learn, and I collapse those years down into months or weeks or days, that is a good use of money to get something that's more important than money. That's one of the reasons we're here at URCO. We want to collapse time, and we can do that by the investment we make in things like URCO. So very, very important. I hope you can see that This is a real critical thing. Now, as entrepreneurs, we have to understand this. And I want you to think about this. A lot of times we talk about this word and we use this in many areas of business. That word is leverage, right? And you should think about that. How can you use your money to create leverage? So I'm not just talking about making money, okay? So we know we do need to make money. I'm gonna say a little bit more about that in a minute. But how do I use my money to create leverage? Can I buy something that will allow me to get something quicker? Can I buy time with an influencer that puts me in front of a lot of big audience versus spending too much time trying to build that audience myself? Can I buy equipment that lets me do a process faster in my business? Here's the point. Don't be afraid to spend money to create leverage. A lot of times, because of maybe where we may have come from, we don't want to spend money and we want to keep money close to the vest. And we should be careful with money, but we want to be able to be free enough to realize you have to spend money to create the leverage. Just like now, in all honesty, I don't like spending the money to be where I'm at right now because, they charge a lot to be somewhere like this. But I needed to create the time, quality time that I needed, and to really be able to host an event like this for you all, to really begin to create optimal experience even for all of you, to let this information sink down. See, everything is about the ability to use our money to create the experiences and the leverage that we need that accelerate our business. Now, when we think about leverage and we think about growth, another thing I want you to keep in mind, so we have to earn money somehow, right? Earn money. Our goal is we don't want to exchange time for money as much as possible, but a lot of times we have to work a certain amount of hours a day or what have you. But the goal is to take the money that we get as entrepreneurs and we think about, right? How can I put that money into something that grows that money? Even with your business, we know about things like real estate, even business opportunities. So even within your business, thinking about other business opportunities. And then there's things like stock, right? Investing in something that actually has the ability to grow. So these are things that are real, and these things can then generate money. And eventually, when this money is being able to generate the money needed to live, this is what we all want. So we might have to do some earning of money any way that we can, right? We might even have to work a little harder in our business than we want to initially. We have to give a lot of time and energy and effort, but the goal is to start in our business. If we're going to grow our business faster, we create more leverage by finding ways to use that money creatively and putting that money into things that allows those assets to generate more money so that I can begin to not only live off those assets, but reinvest them into things that I'm doing that then keeps this process going even more. So we're thinking about a process as business owners. I'm not just thinking about my products and my services. If you want to grow your business faster, you have to also think about how you take the resources that your business is creating and set it aside into specific pockets of money that can be leveraged for other things. It doesn't always have to be some big thing. You can just say, I'm going to take a little bit of my income, a little bit of it, and I'm going to buy a small stock, or I'm going to partner with someone on real estate, or I'm going to do an affiliate program that allows me to bring in a little bit more money every month. Start off small and you begin to grow it. But you have to, if you want to grow your business fast, in the beginning, you have to be thinking this way. You don't want to think about, I'm going to wait for a long period of time. And as I wait for that long period of time, eventually I'll start to get enough money to start trying to take steps toward that. No, think about how to take steps toward it now in smaller amounts so that you have already built an infrastructure and a pattern that can begin to grow. And as this gets stronger, you'll find this accelerates your business so much when you have other things to depend on that are going to ultimately create resources for your business to grow. Very, very important. Now, I want to say this to you. We all know, and before leaving money, I want y'all to know that out there is a customer. This is money. the customer has, right? There's customers out there for our business, and they want what we have. They just don't know we exist. They don't know if we're good. They don't know where we are sometimes. So we're trying to figure out, how do I get more people to know where I'm at and what I'm doing? Now, I want you to think about that, right? There's customers out there and they want to work with us, but we have to be able to show them and make ourselves discoverable. This is something we're trying to do. It's not my subject today, but when you think about this, I want you to consider in trying to get more discoverable, there's partnerships. It's another way to grow our business fast. It's thinking about partnerships where people already have the audience that you're looking for, right? Whether you're dealing with influencers, as I mentioned earlier, that you could partner with, other businesses that already work with your specific customer, you want to be able to find those relationships. And again, don't be afraid to jump out and at least ask someone who already is talking to the customer that has the money that would patronize your business, right? Or someone already has the audience that you need to talk to. The other thing is publishing. So what is publishing? Publishing is really what I'm doing right now. Putting yourself out there more, right? Whether that's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, getting on other people's podcasts. These are things we have to do today. And we know whether it's audio, video, or writing, publishing is really critical. So think about that in terms of growing your business fast. Which one of these is a good fit for you? Which one of these is a fit in terms of your personality? You're more comfortable writing, you're more comfortable talking, you don't like being on video, you're more comfortable on camera. Don't be afraid to choose your lane, right? You might be more comfortable in one of these particular areas, but you have to publish. If you want to grow fast, you got to find a way to do that. Again, you can publish on other people's platform. If you don't want to build a platform, at least put yourself on those platforms that will allow you to grow. Think about ways that you can partner and publish. I want you to remember these two areas, right? Partnerships and publishing. There's no greater way to grow your business than having more people finding you, right? And that's the goal, is I can have more people finding me. Instead of me looking for them, they're finding me because I'm putting good things out there in the marketplace. Just like what we're talking about now, putting good content out here in the marketplace. I want people to see this information. I want people to get to know who I am, what I offer, what we do here at URCO. The same thing you need to do in your business in different ways. You got to really give some good stuff. You got to give stuff that's really valuable, right? You can't just, do something that's on a whim. You have to put some thought into what you want to give. You got to put some meaning into it.